Hey guys, welcome to lesson 93, classifying triangles. More great geometry included in Saxon. You don't have to take another class. It all just keeps going. Pre-algebra, algebra 1, algebra 2. It's awesome. You're going to enjoy today. It's a very short lesson, so we'll knock this out as soon as we can. Okay, there are two ways to classify triangles, all right? And you might have heard of all these words before, and if not, welcome to some new. What? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hello. Oh, yes, I'm doing a video right now. What do you mean I'm the worst YouTuber out there? That's rude. I'm not the worst math teacher of all time. Where do you get this stuff? Ugh. Come on, I've been doing this for years. People, no, no, that's not language I would use on my channel. Come on now. Oh, well, okay. All right, no problem. Okay, thanks, Mom. All right, bye. Okay. Oh, I got a call from a person watching my YouTube videos. Anyway, okay. Well, let's look at triangles again. All right, three ways to classify triangles. The first way is by the sides. Equilateral, now obviously this word means equal. The word lateral means side. So an equilateral triangle looks kind of like this. Don't quote me on this here. They're all the same lengths, okay? These little tick marks you see sometimes mean that since this has the same tick mark as that, then that means that those two sides are the same length, and of course all three of the sides are the same length if they all three of them. And a isosceles triangle, sometimes you see it'll be like this, where it'll have like something like this. These two are the same side length. This one here is not the same side length, all right? Sometimes you see the third one is a scalene. This is one of these like this, where you look, oh boy, it's a horrible triangle. Anyway, you might see something like this. They go, oh, there's one tick mark. Oh, this one has two tick marks, which means these are not the same. This third one has three tick marks, which means none of the sides, no side is the same as the other at all. So anyway, the technical definition of an isosceles triangle is one that has at least two sides that are the same length. So it could be an equilateral triangle as well. Excuse me, an equilateral triangle is also an isosceles triangle. That's a scaling. Okay, make sure you know those, all right? Second type is by angles. Either the triangle is an acute triangle, it's a right triangle, or an obtuse triangle. Now let's do the right one first. You probably know that this is a right angle, right? In other words, you'll see this, which means the degree of that angle is 90 degrees. So if you see a triangle like this, if you see a triangle like that, you should immediately throw your math book in the trash because no triangle on earth will look like that. Anyway, but if you see something like this, that means that this is a right triangle and it has 90 degrees. And in fact, this angle here and this angle here together will add up to 90 degrees because all triangles inside the angles, they have 180 degrees total. Okay, an acute triangle means that, you know what, let's go back. That's an acute triangle, for example. In fact, this one is too, and I don't think that one is. But this means that this angle, and this angle, the measure of every single angle in the triangle is less than 90 degrees. This is also less than 90, that's less than 90, and that's less than 90. You can eyeball these two and go, these aren't as big as, they're not as big as this, they're kind of more like this, so each one is less than 90. That's an example of an acute one. The last one is an obtuse triangle. An obtuse triangle could be something like this, where, try to draw this. Oh, it's horrible. Anyway, pretend that's a straight line. And this angle you can tell is kind of more than 90 degrees. So that right there, since it's more than 90, classifies that triangle as an obtuse triangle. And that's basically the way we classify triangles. Okay, all right. Hope I don't get any more phone calls. Okay, pause it and go ahead and try your practice problems and unpause it. All right, A would be 45. Okay, an equilateral triangle measures 15 centimeters. What's the perimeter? Now here's a question. You might go, what? How do you know that? Okay, look at this. I didn't go over this, but look. If this is an equilateral triangle, that means every single one of those sides is exactly the same. So if you say that one of these sides is 15, Well, then that means all three of the sides have to be 15, right? So 15 times 3 is 45. There we go. Okay, B is true. Yes. An equilateral triangle is also an acute triangle. Yes, it is. Each one of those angles is less than 90, so it is true. C is false, all right? All acute triangles are not equilateral triangles, right? Because we just saw one right here. There's an equilateral triangle, right? There's an acute triangle right here. Those are all less than 90 degrees. That doesn't mean all the side lengths are exactly the same, right? Okay, D is an isosceles triangle, okay? Because if the perimeter is 10, we've already got 3 on one side, 4 on the other side. Well, that's 7. To get to 10, we need 3 more. Well, that means these two side lengths are the same, which classifies it as an isosceles triangle. E is false. Every right triangle is not a scalene triangle because this right triangle doesn't necessarily have to mean that doesn't have to mean that all the sides are different lengths. It could be one like the one we had a minute ago, like that one. That looks kind of similar. But you could also have a right triangle where you go, oh, that side is the same length as that side. So it could be either one of those. All right. Have a great day today doing your stuff. And I got to go home and call Mom. See ya.